Hi everyone, Luca from lucagisbertphotography.com, and in this video I'm going to give you a quick review of the Flycam carbon fiber CL3. Now the Flycam, Flycam is a company in India and they provide a lot of video equipment. And what I'm going to show you here is one of their Steadicam, which is carbon fiber, and is the CL3, which is the kind of in-between model. The reason I went for this model is because I wanted something that could carry my Nikon D800 and my Tokina 16-28, which is quite a heavy setup, but also possibly put a screen on top, possibly micro. So I wanted something quite heavy. So let's have a look inside and see what's in there. Okay, so let's open the bag and see what's inside. Obviously, I have already used this Flycam quite a lot. I mean, a lot, not that much. In kind of using time, maybe an hour and a half. So not that much. So I'm really kind of inexperienced in using it. But let's have a look. So the first thing we find is the plate. And it comes with a plate and with the base where you will put your camera, so your camera will go on top of this and you'll have the plates underneath. Now you obviously have the fit. So what will happen here so that is carbon fiber all here. There is some kind of, it looks really, it's kind of well made. It's all metal and carbon fiber. There is obviously the plastic mount here which has the fit which can go up and down. The grip it's quite soft, so I think that this could actually be an issue after quite a long use, where you may need to change it, maybe get something a bit better, a bit more grippier. I find it if using in wet conditions or when it's quite humid, or after a long period of time, your hands start hurting because the sweat or the wet kind of gets in there. So that's something to look at. So you put your plates here, you've got two little screw which will go inside, and you have then your weights which come, and it's quite a lot of weight. So these I've got some extra here, and the total weight, you can fit something quite heavy, like a heavy camera on it. Actually I've probably took the model which was probably higher than the system I needed, and when I use it I'm actually only using this with 2 weights on each, but you can fit 4 on each side. So, and that's for the 800 with a Tokina 16-28, which is quite a heavy setup. So once you've got this, you just fit it in like that. Okay, then you had the little so it comes with a bundle of spare tools, like spare little rotule like this. So this allows you to fit the base in. So if you happen to lose something, well, you have some spare ones, which is nice. And this is the kind of things which could be quite hard to find in a DIY shop. So this is it. Right, okay. So the only thing I need is 2 little screwed stuff, and and once you kind of got used to the setup and got used to put it together, it's very, very quick to get together and balance your camera. So once you balance it once, after that it's very easy to balance it twice. The funny thing is it will always change. It will, as much as you keep the plates in the same position, the weight in the same position, you will never really find the exact same position that you had before. And what I mean by that is that the weight, the height of the actual Steadicam here, the weight ratio between this and this, it will always be changes when you put it back in the bag. So you will always have to readjust it slightly. But let me get the camera out and show it to you with the camera. Okay, so I've got my Nikon D800 and talking at 16 to 28. Very good lens for this kind of steady of shot, because you want something wide and you want an hyper focus, so you get everything in focus. You will not be able to change your focus or your zoom while this camera and lens is on a steady cam. It just won't work out. So what you want to do first is put your camera on the plate. One of the things which I've not mentioned is the plates. Now it's pretty low quality, and I think if you're serious about using this a lot, you are gonna have to buy a new plate. I've actually ordered a Manfrotto one, so I'll be doing a review when it comes. But the first thing you want to do is kind of put it all like this and just let it go. And obviously, to give you an idea of the balance, so I need to pull it back a bit. And what you do, the way I find that works pretty well is I kind of slightly undo the plate, pull it back a little because it was a bit too forward, and test again. And I don't redo them until I get the right balance, because otherwise you'll be screwing them, but then this can happen. And unscrewing them all the time, up slowly. Still too much. And you kind of do this until you get the right balance. Obviously the plate has been balanced already for the for the front. Okay, now we are getting there slowly. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to tie this now. Okay, now one way to test it out, make sure that the camera is well fit before you do that, is you just take it on the side and just let it go. It's just maybe a little quick, so I'm just gonna increase the. Now, one way to get this shorter is by increasing the weight. But now you need to bear in mind that when you're carrying this with your hand and without having any support, like a brace for the arm or like a belt, this is going to really work on your shoulder and on your wrist, and it's really, really heavy. When the first time I took it and I started to play with it, it really kind of gave me, it wasn't easy, you know, you really have to get used to it, and that's pretty much it. But I've got my weight, I'm going to balance them a little, so I put them at the extreme here. Okay, and that should work out, yeah. So that's pretty much ready to go, so I can really kind of, and this will give me some nice and steady shot. Now, one thing you need to bear in mind is that using a Flycam or Steadicam or any kind of form of Steadicam, it's really going to be down to the user, the quality of the footage you're going to get, and not too much down to the fit. The reason I got this one is because I'm only starting into it, so I didn't want to spend too much. And this from their website costs about $180. You're looking for $30. Shipment to Europe, to the US is probably the same, I don't know. And for that price, you get something that kind of get you into the business of using a Steadicam. And I've got to say, this one, I am quite impressed with it. The build quality is really good, apart from the plate, which will need to be replaced if you want to do it again. But apart from this, the carbon fiber kind of helped also, because the weight of certain Steadicam is much heavier. Now you can find some much lighter ones, like the X-Series, I believe, which is very light, but you're looking to spend 3 or 4 times the price I've paid for this. So if you're only starting in using Steadicam, if you're looking to get into doing this kind of footage, this is really a good buy. I mean, they do have different options, some cheaper ones, some more expensive one, depending also on the weight you're going to put on it. But what I would recommend, the essentials if you are looking to use it, is have the arm brace, which you can get there, and this will really help you kind of using it, because I think after maybe a minute or 2 minutes of using it kind of on one footage, it does give you, you know, you need to relax a bit. It is quite heavy, and it just works on your shoulder here. But it's a great little thing. And also when you're using it, which I find from some videos on YouTube, is have the handle on the side and you at the back. Because at the back, your wrist is not as comfortable as this, and if you have it on the side like this, it will make it much easier to use. The other thing as well is I normally use my 2 fingers here to kind of help me go up and down, because if you let it go, this will just kind of go up and down. It will kind of pretty much stay balanced, but what you want is kind of have nice and smooth shot, and this is where the user use really comes into place, where, well, you know, this will probably give you 20% of the work, but you have to put the other 80 to be able to get good footage. And this is all about experience, and more you're training, better you get at it. So I'll show you a few footage, but you really need to bear in mind that this has not, that the footage doesn't really reflect on the product and more on me being as a user, which I am a novice at this. So I'll show you a few footage, but yeah, in all for all, this is a great product to start with. I think that it's very good value for money, and I think the price point is great for people who are starting into the video market, who are trying to get a few little gadgets to kind of bring different effects to the video work. So I will kind of practice and try to get a few footage out of it, and may do a review in 6 months' time to kind of show you the progress I've done, and maybe tips on how to use and how to kind of get good footage, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, please post them down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will put the link of their website in the comments below, so you can go and have a look at what they have. But they have a vast amount of equipment, also going to lighting, crane. I mean, the list goes on, and the products are good and the service is pretty good as well. So go and have a look yourself, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the Flycam cf-3 review. Cheers, see ya.